Hey guys, Alupup here. Today is the end of the year book tag. I didn't do the mid-year book tag just because at the time I didn't really think of it, and it's a bit late to do it now since we are coming up on the end of the year. So next year I might try to do both the mid-year and the end of the year book tag, but for now, for this year, I'll just stick with this. It's a pretty short tag with only 6 questions, so let's just jump in, shall we? Question number 1. Are there any books that you started this year that you still need to finish? So I don't DNF books very often, but the one book that I actually started fairly recently that I'm really just hoping that I might actually finish it by the end of the year is Sacagawea by Anna Lee Waldo. This is a 1,400-page book. It is a brick, and I think I'll probably be lucky if I can manage to finish it by the end of the year. Question 2. Do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the end of the year? So I did look on my TBR shelf to see if I could find something that I felt was kind of autumn feeling, but I'm not really a seasonal person, so I didn't really see anything that I would say struck me as being very autumnal. However, when I think of autumn, I generally think either thriller or horror. So I did pick out a thriller, The Testament by John Grisham. I do have a couple other thrillers on my TBR, but this is the one that struck out to me because I haven't read it. And honestly, if I was looking at my other shelves, I don't believe that I would also find autumnal books on those shelves either. So I'll just go with this. Question number 3. Is there a new release that you're still waiting for? So I don't generally pay attention to new releases, but there was a book that I had mentioned in a previous video that I thought at the time I actually wouldn't mind maybe reading this after it comes out. And that is This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins. Question number 4. What are 3 books that you want to read by the end of the year? The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater and The Raven Boys, also by Maggie Stiefvater, both of which were on my 15 books to read this year that I did at the beginning of the year. And the one book that is not on that list, but that I would like to read anyways, is Inuyasha Volume 1 by Rumiko Takahashi. A book that I should have by now, but I don't, because apparently reasons. Question number 5. Is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favorite book of the year? Honestly, probably any book that I haven't read yet on my TBR shelf could be a shock. However, the one book that I think might is Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And question 6. Have you already started making plans for 2021? Honestly, the most plans that I've made have been that I want to read more books by Black authors and LGBTQ+. And really, I just want to read some things that I wouldn't normally read. And as for my Goodreads challenge, I'm probably going to put that at 1 next year so that I don't feel quite the pressure that I did this year to keep reading. And those are all of the questions. Let me know in the comments what you would answer to some of these questions, and I will see you next time. Bye!